I won't tell a female friend about a problem I just said in the other podcast. I just tell my boys because I'm not going to sound like someone who's scratching a blackboard with their nails. That's what it sounds like when you whine to women. And they pretend like they care, but we've had a conversation before. They pretend like they care, but they don't.
The episode featuring myself, Gabriel, Wes. I hope you like this episode. Anything to promote, Wes?
Yeah, if you need content or anything, shout me. My link's in the description.
Hit description. Venue 254 for your bookings. Daark for your bookings in description. That's about it. Weirdo Gabs, you know.
The midday, mate.
Weirdo Gabs.
So small as that.
I don't know why you think my nuts are small.
Say again?
I said, I don't know why you think my nuts are small. I don't know your fascination with my nuts.
Fascination? It's a bit strange. There it is. It's a bit strange, there it is. I'm very comfortable in my sexuality.
Bro, you'll be uncomfortable with that.
No, I'm very comfortable. I don't know, these people that, the other day Marvin was putting out red and yellow cards. You know, it just seems like you can't say anything nowadays without someone taking it left, even though I only swing right. You know, it's interesting. What are you laughing for there, Wes?
It's funny.
Why is that?
It's amusing.
No, I'm just saying that.
Am I not find it funny?
Go on.
Can I not find it funny?
No, you can. I'm just very comfortable.
It's good.
You know, and I just find it interesting that everything nowadays is, and I think when people do this whole pause and why thing, you know, I joined into the banter. I think a lot of the time, just like some people are really so against anything that sounds so left. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep. Like, if you're that comfortable, you shouldn't have any problems with it. And I think what's funny, more time, you see the people that campaign for these things the most, they're the ones usually that are doing it. Like I never remember there was a time when there was a pastor who basically, no, was it a pastor? No, it was a priest or a pastor who basically was like so against homosexuality, blah, 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 only to find out that he was cheating on his wife with some brother. It's just interesting that you find that it's usually the people who are so against something that tend to be the most in it. And so when I see people doing all this why red card, I'm like, you hiding something. You hiding something. You scared about something. Because me, I'm easy, man. You know, but I think it was in the group I was talking one time when it comes to like masculinity. Remember one time when my friend was crying because his partner cheated on him, yeah? And I didn't know what to do when he was crying. Like when I was...
Wes, why are you laughing, Wes, man? Shit happens, man.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know why. I don't know why it's funny. No, that was funny. I don't know why that was funny.
Shit happens, man.
No, I don't know why that was funny.
It can happen to anyone, you know.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I don't know why him crying about it made me laugh. I don't know. Would you cry?
Shit happens.
Would you cry?
Probably would.
Would you actually?
Yeah, probably would.
For real?
Yeah.
So you get home and your missus is being bent over your green sofa.
Bro, I'll go to the shower, turn on the shower, Ray J One Wish. I'll probably start bawling.
Would you cry?
Bro, that shit would hit your ego hard.
I think men's egos are very fragile.
Yeah, but would you cry?
And I think if I walked in on someone...
Yeah. So that's your...
And, okay, I think this is the question. Let's say you walked in and it's your mate, your boy, and your missus.
Are you gonna fight it?
Who'd you go through first? Who'd you go for first?
You're gonna fight him.
I'm trying to think who I'm gonna go.
No, but I'm asking you, you're gonna fight him.
I'll tell you why I'll go for my boy before I go for...
No, but I'm saying you're gonna fight him, right?
Yes. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Oh my God, no!
Yes.
What if mid-stroke here, you go jump and he swings at
No
him?
problem. I'll leave him strip two. I'll leave him strip two. We'll both stand there naked. I'll leave him strip two.
So you can just catch a cheating and the first thing you do is get naked.
This guy was going meat for meat.
I'll tell you
Hey, he wants to go meat for meat.
I'm telling you. I don't know how you even, I don't know, man. I think because our egos, yeah. Like when that time when my boy was crying that time, yeah, and he was sitting next to me.
What did you do?
I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know what to do.
I couldn't even give her a hug.
I put my arm around him.
Give her a proper hug, man.
And I didn't know what to do. But I think what's crazy though is that
buddy.
when my mate's family member passed, I had no problem consoling him and like hugging him. But when like this guy's girl cheated on him, I didn't know what to do. I almost wanted to tell him like, man up. I don't know how bad that is to tell someone to man up when they've just found out that their partner's cheating.
But would you cry? This is the thing. That's what I'm
like
asking.
to think, put it this way, the last time I cried
Yeah.
was when I'm trying to think, when was the last time I cried? Apart from death. trying to think when I've cried out of frustration once when I wanted to do something to somebody, and I know that I ended up going to jail. So I cried out of frustration. I was so angry, but I knew the consequences. Okay. So a lot of times I say I'm not a good person. I'm just scared of the consequences.
So when you cry, is it like Ian Bill, like you're fully like your eyes
so
watering?
Yeah, that time when I cried, it wasn't the noise crying.
Yeah.
It was just like the tears kept flowing because I wanted to do this person something, but I knew the consequences of doing it. That's why I couldn't do it. So I'm just angry and frustrated. So that's the last time I cried outside of death, because I think when you cry for death, it's normal. I don't think you can count that. But sometimes, and when women kind of say they want a guy who can be who's emotional, and people say men are emotional. You got to remember that just because I don't cry, if I punch a wall because you've done me something, that's an emotion. It's anger. People tend to think that being emotional is only when you cry. No, we just exhibit it in different ways. In the same way, once again, you might have a boyfriend who has a problem with you and he just punches the wall instead of punching you. That's a problem. No, it's a problem. And people don't realize that because you think, oh, guys are not emotional, no one wants an emotional man. You're considering an emotional man as someone who's maybe feminine or who might cry when there's a problem. No, an emotional guy is someone who, I don't know, let's say he's driving and has a crazy bout of road rage. Instead of him crying, he's angry. Yeah. So for instance, I might have a bad day at work and I might not cry, but I'll come home in the mood, just vexed, slamming doors and everything. I'm still emotional. So when you say that men are not emotional, we sure are. We just exhibit it in different ways, and some of us don't verbalize it. So for instance, I won't tell a female friend about a problem, like I said in the other podcast. I just tell my boys, because I'm not going to sound like someone who's scratching a blackboard with their nails. That's what it sounds like when you whine to women, just like, and they pretend like they care, but we've had a conversation before. They pretend like they care, but they don't. Do you know what I mean? And I just think, especially with men, our egos is it's very, very fragile. And I don't think when it comes to that sort of thing, finding out your girl has done something, that is, whoo.
You must say he's gonna jump in the bed like, did he satisfy you?
Listen, that's where it all.
When Diddy jumped in the bed.
That's where it all goes.
I even seen that.
You didn't see the video?
I even seen that.
Him and R. Kelly.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Funny thing is, went to a comedy show on the weekend, Travis J's.
Yeah.
And he had Kevin, with Kevin Cage, the comedian, was supporting him, and there's some good jokes, some good political jokes, and one of the jokes was talking about cancelling people, and he was talking about R. Kelly, and he was like, I still play R. Kelly. And he said it, and everyone was like, woo, and it was like, what, do you guys still play P. Diddy? Are you going to cancel Mary J. Blige? Are you going to cancel Mace? Are you going to cancel Bad Boy music? Everyone was like, Said you can't be selective in your cancelling. And I'll be honest, sometimes Robert slips out. Sometimes when I'm just driving in the car by accident. Don't know how he's on
That was the worst way you could have said that.
Well, I'm not doing this poor stuff anymore.
No,
it's just what it is.
You could have said anything. You could have said, yeah, I play the music sometimes. No, you said Robert slips out.
Yeah, that's what it is. And even as a man, for instance, I'm here now trying to curl some weight. And I think there would definitely, for me as a guy, I know that going to the gym, I don't know what it is for most people, but for me, why I like training is, one, it makes my body look good. Two, it's to release the dopamine that I get from it. And I think it's for the And I saw someone got onto you for calling women that.
I'll say it again.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'll say it again.
It's not, I told it is, yeah. One thing I've learned is that there are certain things, when people say you can't say the N-word, there's certain things that are in-house. So I've seen girls call themselves bitches, like regularly. And that's their thing. In the same way, if I call you my nigga, it's not for, Harold sitting there to be like, oh, how you doing? Where's my nigga?
Yeah.
You get choked.
That's
so
fine.
there's some things that are in-house and some things that are not. But I think people are very sensitive.
They are, indeed.
And I remember I was at an event one time, and this girl got upset because a guy referred to women as females. And I was like, what's the problem with calling...
people need to get a life, man. People are too dry. I don't like it.
They've
got no person. Everyone's robotic, and they're afraid to be themselves around people in case someone else says something. So now you can't say it. Get out of it, man. That's dry. I'll never be dry. I'll be myself to my detriment. That's my problem.
Yeah, and that's me. That's why for me, like when it comes to things like gym, for example, I just go there to look good. I go for a release, and I think it's a part of where, like, when I'm in the gym and I've got my headphones on, it's like I can zone out. And I think even as like a man, I don't think all men should go gym, but I think one thing you should learn is self-defense. I think it's very important to learn as a guy.
I think all men should exercise.
I think whatever form of exercise, I was going to say gym, but I think all men, you're right, all men should have some form of exercise. And I'm not talking about naked exercise. I mean some form of, whether it's martial arts, whether it's football, whether it's just going for a walk. Every guy should move.
Chiz is gonna do a PB.
What's that?
You're doing a PB. Sorry, bro. No, it's just. I just wanted to catch it on camera, just for you.
It's fantastic, ain't it?
Yeah, it's good, man.
You know, I think every guy should.
You want to be like me, Wes?
No, man.
I could write you the blueprint.
The blueprint. Well, for small balls.
You man are funny, man. I don't know what you two have been eating for breakfast. Fascination about my nuts. I don't know why. Shit's weird, boy. But whatever makes your day, I'm with it. You know. Whatever makes your day, I'm with it.
Would you say you're body conscious?
No.
No?
No.
I think everyone says they're not body conscious until they go on holiday and at the beach, and then you see someone jump in the pool with a t-shirt on, and you're like, everyone claims to not be body conscious yet, till it's time to go on holiday, and then you're by the beach and then you're like,
I wouldn't do that, but I'm like, for example, so 2 weeks ago I was 105, now I'm 103, so I've been going gym, so I'm losing like a kilogram.
103 kilos?
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Kilograms. Oh, no, that's just.
You can't be 103.
I'm 103. The way I carry weight is weird. Like I'm not round, but yeah.
I think maybe it's because your legs. I've
got strong legs. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got strong legs, but
I would have thought you was maybe like 96, 97.
No, bro.
Okay.
Nah, but no, yeah. Like I'm easy.
And what's your main purpose for trying to? I think as men we should all do forms of grooming. You know, as in whether it's getting your fingers done, your nails done, looking after yourself. Because sometimes I think men think the more greasier they look or the more rough they look, the more manly they are. And I don't get that. But you're saying you're not body conscious, but you're going to the gym mainly for what reason?
No, now I am. I think I'm in a different stage of my life because I think at the start of my life, like I don't know, I noticed that I needed to change, but then the first thing I thought was I need to get money, so I needed to learn how to make money, what skills, all that rubbish, and then like I kind of reached the point where it's like I know how to make money now. So like, what's the next thing I can do? And I'm very I can't half do things, if that makes sense. Like I'm very all in. I've got like an all or nothing personality, if you want to say that. So, yeah, that's kind of why
I think gym is one of those things. I always say that even as for the young boys watching, you got to do as much as possible to help yourself. And not everything is about women, but I think a major part of our lives is wanting to be attracted to whatever sex we're attracted to. And I think we all crave to pair bond with somebody, whether it's once again male friends or whether it's female friends or whether it's a partner. And I think sometimes, when you've done as much to help yourself, being educated, being able to talk, being emotionally intelligent, being in good shape. Because I think, is it fair to say, Chiz, that obviously you're a gym guy, so let's talk about someone who's not a gym. I'm not saying in a rude way, but
yeah, I'm not a gym guy.
Chiz, so am I right in saying that when you look at someone who trains or is in shape, do you give them a certain sense of respect when you look at them and think, okay,
yeah, I think so.
There's a discipline behind that.
Yeah, I always respect it, but then I think some people make it the whole personality. And that's all they've got. Like all they've got is gym. So they'll go to the club and chat to girls about gym. And I think that's embarrassing. I think you're a loser. You need to do something with your life.
It's funny because they'll message a girl and say, yo, meet me at the bar. And then they'll be here. The girl will be at the bar and they'll be like, where are you, babes? Oh, yeah, I'm at the bar. I can't see you. Which bar are you at? I'm in the gym.
Yeah, I think there's more to life in gym. I think it's essential.
Yes, there is more to life, but gym is essential.
I think it's essential. Exercise in general is essential. But I think if you make your whole personality gym and all you do is sit in the gym, all you do like when you go gym, cheers. So you being hench attracts what gender? Man wanna chat to you about. Oh, what do you bench? What's your bicep cut? What's your PB? It's like
conversation-wise.
Yeah.
But women, like, I don't care what women try to say. Women like a guy in shape. I don't care about all these comments they make.
It's not useful in conversation.
Yeah, like let's slow it in. This whole
there's been
women dad bods over gym bods, like slow it.
There you go. There's women who always say, you don't like guys being too in shape. But the ones who say that are the ones who are always trying to holler. So I take what they say sometimes with a pinch of salt. Because I'm like, you say in public that this ain't your type. But at the same time, you're my DMs waffling. So it is what it is, man. I feel like sometimes people say these things to make themselves feel better. Because they feel like You know, like certain people feel like if they're with someone who trains a lot, they have it like in their head that this person's obsessed with how they look, not realizing that some of us it's just routine. You know what I mean? Like my training partner at the moment, he will tell you that when I go gym. So for instance, yesterday he's like, he's gonna make it for 1. I got there at 12:30. I done my cardio quickly. Then he got there at 1. The moment my watch hit an hour, I said, yeah, I'm out. He's like, where you going? I said, I'm done. Like, I don't like to stay in the gym too long. Like, proper, everything meets time. You know what I mean? So it's part of my life routine. So some people think, you're just obsessed with how you look or something. But I'm just like, no, I like to stay healthy. I like to stay in shape. It's like little things like, I don't drink. Yeah. Like, mostly drink water. I don't eat sweets. I don't eat chocolates. I don't eat crisp. I don't drink fizzy drinks. But that's me. It's nothing to do with gym. Yeah. Just over time, I just picked up.
That's just what you do. And this is the outcome of just the habits that you have.
There you go.
So if you had different habits by default, you just look different. Yeah.
There you go. Sense. Like I would have probably still, some of the things I like, I would have probably still been messing with them if it wasn't for Jamie Oliver. Thank you for messing my taste palette. That sugar tax thing, that's ruined a lot of things for me, you know what I mean? So, yeah, if it wasn't for him, I'd have probably still been indulging in certain things, but yeah, people have this thing of, I saw a reel the other day, which basically said it as a joke, when your man starts to look too good from going gym consistently.
Just try to feed him, to keep him in the house and stuff, yeah. But then I think at the same time as well, if you're...
Some guys do that to the woman as well.
Yeah. And I think if you're a person with certain habits, like you go gym, etc., and you're with someone that doesn't have them habits, I think it's so much easier because of your environment to fall into bad habits. Like, so you got things in the house that if it was just your house, you wouldn't have. So there's snacks around, there's drinks around, all high calorie. Like, I remember you talking about Simeon's house, for example, and he's got no snack. Everything's like low calorie energy.
There's no sugar in the cupboard.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to distract you and nothing to make you feel. But even down to like what Gabs was saying, when women say they don't like guys who don't, when women say they don't like guys who gym and all this stuff, they like that, but like, it's fine. Everyone's got their preference. Like, it don't really bother me because, for instance, like you don't know, I only date people who train. So more than likely, I'm not their market, they're not mine. So it don't.
Even the dad bod, yeah. It's a man who's trained. It's a man who's trained, but now it's winter time. He's got belly. That's
it's off season.
So
you know what I mean. So when I hear all of that, it don't affect me. I'm not their market.
I think you just want to make life as easy as possible for yourself. And I think growing up, as I said, I started going gym because I thought I was going to jail. That was the main reason. Because I was slim and mager, and I didn't want to walk into jail and people think I'm a victim. Not that having muscles changes your heart. I see many hench guys who ain't got no heart. So it's more about your heart than your size. That's when I started going gym, and then I started seeing the effects of going gym. And it was from the opposite sex. I realized that my life got a bit more easier when I started getting into shape. I looked better in my clothes. My confidence went up. And then I started making a little bit of fake money. And that's when my confidence. And I always say that, where does your confidence come from? You know, and I think that's everything for guys. I think your confidence is everything. Like, are you confident?
I would say so.
In general?
Yeah.
Overall? Would you say you're confident?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing guys want. And I think to get confidence, I think part of it is being respected. I think if you're not respected,
I think my confidence comes from being competent, and because I'm competent, I'm respected.
Competent?
Yeah, competent. Like, for example, I've like, you know when you enter a new group of friends, or like you're around people you're not normally around, and like I'm like, you're not competent. I don't feel like, you're not sensible. Like, there's stuff you do I wouldn't do, and I know it don't make sense you do.
Okay, so we've got close to 14, 15 years on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel confident being around us?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I feel like I've got a place. I feel like you lot are definitely ahead of me, but I don't feel like I'm out of my depth.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm useful.
But is that a good thing for you and a bad thing for us? Because someone could flip it around and say, okay, he feels he feels adequate in our space, even though he's 14, 15 years younger than us.
Yeah.
So shouldn't it be a case of that? Someone could argue and say, hold on, why does he feel that he's not out of depth being around guys who are 15, 14 years older than him?
You could say that, and you could look at it from that perspective, but then at the same time, I'm not the average 25-year-old, and I've never been the average, however old I've been. Like you can ask Chiz, for example. Like I think I met Chiz when I was like 18, 19. I wouldn't have. Chiz speaks to a lot of people, so him speaking to me in the way that he did, he obviously saw that I wasn't. You could probably articulate that.
I didn't try little way.
Yeah.
From the first conversation.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't talking down to you, like like how adults talk to babies and those kind of things. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's like straight away when we first bumped into each other.
Say again, that's what?
Bumped into each other. Oh. I thought we were being grown anyway.
No,
cool, mature, man.
No, I was pushing the weights here and my head was dizzy. And I didn't hear the P part in that word.
Anyway, back to Wes. Mature Gabs, innit? Yeah, anyway, it was a thing that from the jump, you kind of put this idea into motion. Because he was mentioning social media and all of that back then, and saying, why have I got a decent following but I don't do YouTube or TikTok or... And at the time I was just like, nah man, I'm not doing this. But I had my reasons for not wanting to be on social. You know what it is? I realised back then, when people start yapping, it goes back to what Gabriel was saying, that the rage he felt when he couldn't do nothing to someone. And the old me, if you yap too much, I'll pull up. You know what I mean? Then the grown me, after certain things happened, like probably like a year after I met you, it changed me. It probably changed how I view things, my outlook on things, how I behave. You know, I'm not showy. You get what I'm saying? So things that before would have got me pissed off, like if someone said a certain comment in the comments, and I'd think to myself, right, I could destroy you. Like now, the same thing would happen, and for me it just turns into banter. I see it and I start laughing. You know what I mean? So it must be a maturity thing. Maybe this is what maturity is, where things that used to bug you don't have an effect on you. I don't know, but before that's why I used to kind of avoid socials. I didn't really want to hear people's opinions. But now you know how I am. Half the time I don't watch back episodes. I don't really watch comments. Yeah. And when I do watch back episodes, a lot of times is if someone's here and they're like, oh yeah, let's, you know what I mean? Then I'll put it on the TV, but I don't watch it on my phone. Because on TV I don't need to see, you know what I mean? Yeah. Nothing else. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I am getting mature as I'm getting older. Because before, like I said, little things that had me ready to crash out.